Hi there, welcome. I'm Christy, aka Unicornpoopz, and I'm here with another Sims 4 speed build. So let's get into it. So this is, well, I started out not really planning for it to be a shotgun, and it kind of is, I think. I'm still learning about what the whole shotgun style home is, but pretty sure it ends up being a shotgun. Anyways, here we go. So I'm making this floor plan. I really stuffed around with this floor plan a bit upstairs, mostly later on. I think I come back again and play around with it a bit more. Yeah, it wasn't a huge house, and it wasn't a small house, so I don't know, it just took me a little while. But I love this house. I think this house just looks so good in the end. I am so proud, as I say every time. I'm sure there's going to be a house that I'm not so proud of eventually, but for now I'm proud. Roofing was very easy. Seems to be the thing with these shotgun houses, because they're quite easy with the roofing, so that's a big relief. The house that I just finished, the house that I'm still doing, I've just finished doing all the exterior and the roofing, and wow, I can't wait to show you this, but wow, it took me a while to get it how I wanted it, but it looks amazing in the end. I put it in that garden essence plot, I think that's what it's called. Anyways, here we are in getting the flooring down at the back. Very small little backyard there, but it works and it's perfect. I have a terribly sore thumb. I got a splinter last night, a little wooden one, and I cannot and could not get it out for the life of me. Couldn't see where it went in. Could you kind of feel it, but I couldn't see it. So I spent ages today digging around in my bloody thumb. That sounds awful. And I still couldn't get it out. I ended up just mutilating my thumb. So now I have some baking soda on there under a band-aid, so fingers crossed it won't be so sore. Well, actually it probably will be, because the reason it's so sore is because I mutilated it, not because of the splinter. The splinter's probably not even there anymore. I probably got it out somehow. But anyways, so I'm a little distracted and I'm by my thumb. You'd think after having 3 natural births that, my pain threshold would be pretty high, given it kind of is. But this is driving me crazy. It's on my thumb and I can't play sum because that's play sum with my thumbs. That's just how I do it. I guess I'm just going to have to put the phone down and use my index finger until my thumb's better. But that's just annoying, I think I mentioned in the last video about the brickwork. So this is another home in the same street here with the same brickwork on it. I thought that just again looked really cohesive, and I love it, especially with that dark paneling. It looks so nice, and I then just thought, you know what, let's go crazy with this brickwork. So it's on the front, it's on the back, it's on the house. I don't think it's inside though, so that's okay. But yeah, no, I went a little crazy with that. I just thought it looked so nice, and the fact that it matches the rest of the neighbourhood. The house that I'm doing now is the same as well, but the style isn't a shotgun at all. It's completely different, but it still looks cohesive in the world. In the neighbourhood, and I think that might be because of the brickwork on the house as well. Just adding my absolute favourite. Oh no, I must have changed them. Okay, adding my second favourite box planters there at the front of the windows. What are they called? Window planters? Window pretty uppers? anyways, I added some of those there because I think I put them on every house now. I can't help it. It literally looks like I've forgotten to put makeup on the house or something. Like something's missing. I don't know why I use that as the sorry, I can't think of the word. Don't know why I use makeup as the comparison there, because I don't even wear makeup very often. Like, I literally haven't worn makeup now in probably about 3 months, maybe longer. The only thing I do is put my eyebrows on because I have blonde hair, my eyebrows are blonde and you can't see them otherwise, so I'll just, pencil them on, fill them in a bit if I'm going to work and whatnot, but other than that I don't wear makeup. So anyways, way off course here. This video goes for about 30 minutes, mostly because of the intro. I thought that was really nice with the getting darker into the evening to the night, and then the thunderstorm. I thought that was really nice, so I didn't really want to cut it too short or speed it up too fast, and it just looks so nice. I thought that was perfect for my intro. Also, if you notice, you might have to go back and watch it again, but Mr. Vladdy Daddy decides to come and knocking on my door at, say, 9 p.m. He never came in though, he went home. I don't know, I didn't let him in. I was too busy watching the thunderstorm. But he pretty much turned up right as the thunderstorm started. I was sitting there watching it for ages and ages, and I never noticed, because when I first started recording, the welcome wagon came and went inside. And I started recording and watching and kind of probably not paying enough attention, but I'd never seen anyone leave. And I said to my daughter, I'm like, I don't know what happened to the welcome wagon. They never left. I was expecting to open the game up or go into the house and find a bunch of urns or something. And the funny part was, when I first put the sim in the house just so I could do the screenshots and that particular intro video, the first time I moved her in, I don't know what I did wrong, but she died out the front. There was an urn out the front. You might see it at some point in some screenshots. I'm not actually sure. I don't think you do. I'm pretty sure I don't think I added them, but there was a video I did and you could see it out the front, sitting on the side. Actually, I'm pretty sure Bloody Daddy was there too. Pretty sure he was like hanging out the front of the house. I don't know, but that was later. That was before. Sorry, that was before I did the recording with the thunderstorm in the house and all the screenshots. Sorry, just needed to get comfortable, rearrange the headphones a bit. So now I think we're inside. I've also figured out why my walls were so white. As you see here, they are so bright. I ended up having to close off some of the staircase so it would open up to the lounge room, and for some reason that worked. Yeah. I changed this up. This takes an unexpected turn. It starts out one way and ends up complete other way. I mean, color-wise, especially color-wise. When I started this inside of this house, I had a vision of the kitchen being lived in, very lived in. And I just kind of wanted to put a little table in the middle and just clutter it up like crazy. I just really wanted to do that. So you see, I do end up doing that. And that particular idea changed how I ended up doing the rest of the house and the colors. But I really, really, really love this house in the end. Like, the colors, it's not really something I ever do. I consider this an eclectic house. I think that's the word. I'm going to use it because, it sounds cool. Eclectic. So this is an eclectic build. This is an eclectic house. I can't wait till I start to change it all up and you see that. Anyways, getting the basics into the kitchen here. I'm starting to wonder if I'm actually going to have something to talk about for 30 minutes. So if I go off course and start talking about stuff like my thumb, yeah, it's because what the hell else am I going to talk about for 30 minutes? And I surely hope that you want to listen to my voice for 30 minutes, because that's what's going to happen. So I'm just going to take a quick step away and get comfortable, because I'm really uncomfortable right now. Bear with me. Okay, I think I'm comfortable enough. I might do that again at some point, so keep that in mind. I think I'm just constantly feeling uncomfortable because of my thumb. It's like throbbing. Why did I have to dig a hole in it? Why did I have to get a splinter in it? Like, really? So unfair. Alright, yeah, so I just skipped over some of that. I changed up those bushes out the front. I thought that looked really nice. I did try a few other things with the bushes there at the front, and obviously I didn't go with it because, alright, just scratch that, because I didn't put any of that footage in, so it really doesn't matter. It ended up the way it ended up, and that is it. So here I am starting to clutter things up slowly and find, oh, and look, I downloaded the red shelf. I use it in this build and I love it. I forget where I put it though all the time. So what I do is I put it on that front door later on when I'm finished with it. I put it on that front door and I leave it there so I don't lose it, because every other time I have used the red shelf, I forget where I put it, and I do find it. It's not like I completely lose it and never find it again. Unless it's the invisible one, I don't use that. So I did once or twice, and yeah, I don't use that. So I'll just have it in the kitchen and then I'll move on, so on, and want to use it, and then forget that I had it in the kitchen, and then look all around the house trying to find it until I find it. So what I do is, I just chuck it in that one spot and leave it there, and then just keep going back for it when I need it. So yeah, I end up taking it out, obviously, because I wasn't going to leave it there, was I? Yeah, I thought it was so cool being able to put things up there, so much easier. And because what I normally would do is I'd just find a shelf or a counter or a table or something that was, the right height, and if it wasn't, I would just 9-key it up to where it would be the right height, and if it wasn't, it was a little bit small or it needed to be a little bit higher, I would find a surface that was, a little bit smaller, etc., or a little bit less high, and see if that would match up. So it was a little fiddly, but the red shelf is definitely more convenient, that's for sure. Because when I do the bathrooms, if I use those sinks that are already built into the counter, which I love them, I just go find a counter, put it near there, and use that as like to put things on there. So it wasn't really that hard, but at the same time, if it's like other rooms and other heights, trying to find the right size things was a pain. So yeah, yay for this red shelf, because I wouldn't be doing that otherwise. Not as easy anyways. Also, my heater is turned on, so it keeps coming on and off. So if you do hear that, I'm sorry, but I don't think you will hear it, because I mentioned in my last video about the cars going by, and when I watched the video back, I couldn't hear the cars again with the music in the background, so that's okay. Anyways, moving on. With my heater being on, yes, it's summer and I do have a heater on, just because in my little room it's all brick walls, so once it cools down in here, it gets really cold. Really cold. You should see it in winter. If I don't have the heater on in winter, I will literally blow out fog. Yay. Yay for when my heater breaks, because it has a few times and that sucked. So Yeah, I have the heater on just to get my room up to a decent temperature where I'm not cold or anything alike. I noticed every time I laughed in my last video, I blew really loudly into the microphone, so I'm hoping to move it out of the way so I don't do that this time. Fingers crossed, we'll see, because this microphone doesn't like to stay in one spot. It moves. It like tends to fold back into its original position. So when it does that, it's really close to my mouth and I forget. So yeah, bear with me again. I'm moving it again. But like when the cord knocks on it, it makes noises, and the cord's like right next to the microphone. I really need to invest in some decent headphones, but I currently can't really afford to do that. Work is slow through the 40-degree weather that we have recently had. Like I said, it's cold enough for a heater right now, but it was a decent day today. It was 27, so that was okay. But yesterday was 35, and the day before that was like 37, I think, or something like that. And then we had the 40 degrees Celsius day. So it's actually nice that we had a cool change there, because if we don't, it doesn't cool down enough inside here at all, and it stays really stuffy thanks to the brick walls, there's like no insulation. But once it gets stuffy, it's really stuffy. Unless I can have a breeze coming through one of my two windows, it really takes a fair while for it to cool down again in here once it's because I mean most summer times, especially January and February, we'll have like full heat waves where we've got like 3 days in a row that are near 40 degrees. Touch wood, thankfully so far we haven't had heat wave like that. Touch wood. Oh my god, we're not quite out of summer yet, so I can't jinx myself. Yeah, I am literally looking forward to winter so much. I cannot wait for winter to be able to cozy up and be warm and cozy and warm. In the summer, you can't just take off all your clothes. Well, I can't. I live with my grandfather, so that would just be weird. Anyways, I'm gonna start talking about the build again. I completely skipped over all the changes I made. So yeah, I did the wallpaper, and as you would have seen, the dining room there is like full on crazy cluttered. It looks amazing. I really seem to struggle finding a fireplace for this house that suited. With this lounge room, I ended up having to move that little round table and put it directly in the middle, otherwise you couldn't light the fire. And I moved the basket of pillows and put it behind the couch as well. But otherwise, I think there might have been something else as well that I had to change, but I can't remember it at the moment. So if I do remember that, or if it comes up and I see that, I'll mention it if I'm not distracted talking about everything else. Also, see the back door. I am currently obsessed with those doors. I've used them in my next house as well. I love them. I think it is just, well, for this house especially, it was perfect. And if it's in white, it's really nice for the suburban homes, the somewhat suburban homes. Yeah. So see the change of colours. I changed all the door tribs and everything. And yeah, added those curtains there. I love those curtains. I think I used them in the last house, and I probably mentioned it. Also, when I was doing the fish tank, I went to grab, the fishing wall clutter that came with the clutter kit. Well, I was like, oh yeah, I'll put that up there. And then I thought, no, the fish will look up there and be like, that's how we ended up in this fish tank. And it kind of broke my heart. I even mentioned it to my daughter and she's like, yeah, like, that's kind of evil. So I didn't do that. And then I thought, what else can I put up there? Because no matter what I put up there, it's going to remind the fish of where they came from and how they can't get back there. Like Finding Nemo. Like, I just imagined how sad they'd be seeing that, a reminder. Like, imagine I put a picture of the ocean up there and they'd be like, I can never go back there again. Like, how sad. My mum lived over there, you know? Like, no, I couldn't do that. So if you did notice, I put a painting up of like a car. I figured fish wouldn't know what cars were, so it couldn't like tease them in any way, or they could just look up there and be like, that's a nice looking picture, yeah, no issues here, and a flower. Yeah, see it there. Yeah, so I definitely won't be doing that with the, like, you put those fishing details like the wall clutter in like in a garage or in a shed or something, but definitely not above the fish tank. I mean, people probably do that and it's probably not a problem, but my conscience just wouldn't allow me to do that. But I really wanted to because it just looked right. Anyways, here I am upstairs. Notice the tiles, the tiling, the wallpaper tile, whatever it's called, that I put in the bathrooms. I just wanted to do something that wasn't brown, black or white for a change. And I say that, but I use yellow in every house. It is my favourite colour, as I've mentioned. But I really do. I use yellow in every house. If you haven't noticed, I can't help it. Yellow and blue, or yellow and green, or yellow and pink. Now we're doing the master bedroom, and I really love this bedroom. I just think it looks really cute and cozy. Again, as always, those words, cute and cozy. But it did, and then I followed it through with adding more of those paintings of cars. I just thought maybe the person that lives here really likes cars. Since I put one above the fish tank. I put one there, and I think I put one in like the little walk-through area to the ensuite as well. I'll make that all nice and cute and cluttered there. Sometimes I get a bit lazy when I get to the bedrooms and don't really do much cluttering, especially the master bedroom, but like kids' bedrooms, yeah, but master bedrooms I don't often do a lot of clutter, just the basics. Or if there's a vanity, I'll clutter up the vanity a little bit with makeup. So that's simple. So here's the ensuite. Does everyone call them en-suites, or is that just an Aussie thing? Master bathroom? I don't know. I'm just going to call them an ensuite because that is literally what I've always known them to be. My pop has like a little walk-in ensuite. It's really strange. I've never seen one like his before. It's just a shower and a sink, but it's like not closed off in the bedroom. It's just like he's got like the walk-in robe, and then like at the end of the walk-in robe there's his sink, and like there's a wall and his sink and his mirror, and then the other side is the shower and it's on tile. Yeah, I'd never seen anything like it before, but my pop actually built this house. So when he brought it 40 plus years ago, longer than that now, it was just the first floor, the first story, which we're on a hill, so it's like the middle story, and then you come in, and where I am down on the bottom floor, which is at the bottom of the hill, that was here too. That was a garage, like, yes, which explains why it's all brick walls. Anyways, so he built the actual top part, the top third floor, onto this house. Also, if you go onto my gallery, you can actually see this house. I built this house and it's on the gallery, and it's called the Wingrave. So Wingrave. Yeah, so you can go have a look at that if you like. It's massive, but so I'll redo it one day, and I might make it a little bit more to scale because it's really big. It was before I really got into building properly. But it was also after cottage living, which is what inspired me to build it, because I live on quite a big property. Don't have animals and stuff anymore. We have some birds, and I have a cat and a dog, but we don't have like cows and stuff, which we used to have. We used to have a cow and a pony. Yeah, I had a pony when I was little. When I was a girl. When I was a little girl. When I was a girl. When I was a young girl. I had a pony, and yeah, I adored that pony. His name was Shorty. It just reminded me of this song by Casey Chambers. She's an Australian country singer, and I'm pretty sure it's just called Pony, and I just want to sing it so badly right now, but since I'm doing a voiceover, I am not going to do that. I cannot sing at all. Anyways, here we are into the boys' room. A little bit space themed, I think I did there, and I talked all over it, so we're into my main bathroom now. This just, plain simple bathroom. Literally looks like the ensuite bathroom, except a different bath and one sink instead of two. Excuse me. I need a drink. I'm nearly finished, I think I've nearly finished the voiceover, so I might wait until I'm done. Yeah, I'm just about finished, so I'm just finishing off the backyard, the patio, getting the barbecue in and all that stuff that we generally have in a backyard. I don't think I've ever made a backyard without a barbecue, actually. Yeah, I'm finished. So I might let you go now and enjoy the screenshots, and I will see you in my next video. Bye. I'm changing who I am. I'm making a new plan, rearranging my life, and I won't look back ever again. You can't stop what's moving. You can't stop what's moving. I'm changing my life, and I won't look back ever again. No fear, see clear, you deserve to be great. I know it feels like things get in your way. Push through.